Hello, podcast listeners, and welcome to my first YouTube video supplement. Today I'm going to have a guest demonstrator who will come and do the Australian ribber cast-on and also the New Zealand ribber cast-on. These are two cast-ons that I have talked about in recent episodes of my audio podcast. Well, welcome, Mystery Knitter.
Hello.
This is Spouse, who has agreed to help today. So, first, he's going to do the Australian cast-on. The needle arrangement is a 1x1, so I have every other needle in work on the main bed and every other needle in work on the ribber bed. Carriage starts on the left. The first thing the instructions have us do is, I need to move that back because I have to bring those needles to holding position on both beds. Now we'll set up the carriage, so you can bring the carriage back closer. Should be able to see everything. Okay. We'll set the main carriage, the knitting carriage, to hold needles in holding position. So on the brother, it's that button right there. There you go. And the ribber is set to slip needles when going from right to left. That button, exactly right. And you will change your tension to 0 and 0. And now you knit one row from left to right.
As fast as I can?
No.
Oh.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
When you do it nice and easy, somehow, for some reason, this one wants to go back to the wrong position. Easily remedied. Just bring, these needles should all be still in holding position. And there should be a bit of yarn in the hook of all the ribber needles. So you can see that here. Now you'll bring the carriage back from left to right. Oh wait. Before you do that,
yes,
you're going to set the knitter to knit those upper needles. So you have to cancel hold and now bring the carriage, knit the row from right to left. Perfect. Now we have a zigzag row formed. That looks a little different than most zigzag rows because it has a little bit of extra yarn. As you can see, the knitting needles, the main bed needles, have a regular stitch. And the ribbing needles just has what looks like the regular part of a zigzag row there. The next step is to hang the comb, but not the weights. So I'm going to do that for you. Now we'll change to the normal ribbing tension. So let's say for this yarn, the normal ribbing tension is 2 and 2. Now we'll check the carriages. So the main carriage, the main bed carriage is set for just plain knitting, which is correct. And the ribber, we need to change back. We have to cancel that slip. So bring the thing into focus, or into the frame. Closer. Yep, okay. Now you can just cancel that. And you are ready to knit as many rows as you need for your project. Let's say
100.
Let's say
200.
Let's cut that down to 25.
25?
25.
A full 25?
A full 25.
All right. Red eye?
Red eye.
Set.
Set. All right, stop.
25.
No, no. Forgot this part, which is after 3 rows, we hang the weights.
Oh, the weights.
Yeah. Gotta hang those weights. Continue.
$25.
Excellent.
How do you like me so far?
Bring it back over to the left.
26.
And you'll need to cut your yarn.
Cut my yarn. All right.
And I'll catch the comb as you knit across and release the knitting.
Oh, release knitting. Okay.
So here we go. This is the Australian cast on. Take a quick look at it. My assistant will take this comb. It's a very nice edging. And at the end of the video, I will show what this looks like compared to the New Zealand cast on, which our knitter is going to do next, as well as the broken toe cast on, which is my typical cast on. So now let's get set up again for the New Zealand cast on. All right.
And we're back.
We are back. Would you like to do our next demonstration of the New Zealand cast on?
Can we do it tomorrow?
No, we have to do it right now.
Oh, then I'd like
You're
to
so
do it.
uncooperative.
I like to do it right now.
Okay, good decision. So to start this cast on, you can do it in any direction, but according to the instructions that I have, the carriage is on the left, and you'll start with a normal zigzag. So you'll do it at attention 0 and 0. And again, we are set up with every other needle on the knitter and every other needle on the ribber. And everything is set for plain. And you'll knit your zigzag row from left to right.
Ready, set, go.
Ready, set, go. Nicely done.
Thank you.
I will hang the comb and the weights as one does when one is ribbing. We're back.
We're back once again.
The comb has been placed and there are weights on it, 2 small weights. And we're ready for the first row, row 1. We have the main bed is just going to knit, so it should be set up plainly. Let's bring this in so that it's all, yeah, good. So the knitter, the main carriage, the knitting carriage, is set to knit. The ribber bed is set to tuck, going from right to left.
Do it?
Yep. Actually, you have to set it.
I got to set it.
Yes.
We don't have a...
Your wrist was kind of in the way,
Oh,
so
all right.
this is how you do it on this particular ribber. This lever's up and this lever's up, and that's tuck.
Tuck.
And you will knit, you'll bring the carriage from left to right, from right to left.
Uh-huh.
Or left to right to left. Boy,
You're right or am I right?
everyone's right.
Okay. Roll them.
Roll them. All right, row 2, we'll change the knitting carriage to slip, going from left to right. So we're talking about the main carriage.
Oh, the main carriage.
Slip,
Slip.
very good. And we'll change the ribber carriage to just plain rib. So you'll be canceling the tuck. Yes. And you'll knit from left to right.
Ready, set, go.
And for the third row, we're going to knit on the main carriage and slip on the river carriage. So let's bring this into the frame, and you'll want to cancel the, yes, that's right, cancel the slip on the knit carriage.
Okay.
And for the rib carriage, you'll set that to slip. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
I did it right?
You did it right. And you'll knit this row. Now the cast on is complete for the New Zealand carriage. So you will cancel the slip on the river. And the knitter's set up to knit. We'll change the tension setting to 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom there. Or whatever works for your yarn. And now you'll knit the number of rows that are required for your pattern.
26.
Very good. So if you want to cut the yarn, we'll
Okay.
release the knitting from the machine. I will catch the comb. And let's take a look and see what this looks like. This is the New Zealand cast on, and it's kind of loopy. But that's what it is. And I will show you now what these cast-ons look in comparison to each other. Well, I steamed my 3 swatches, and I thought I would show you how they came out after a little shot of steam. Again, this is acrylic yarn, so you have to be careful with the steaming, but here we go. Here is the Australian cast on. All right, I think it's a very lovely cast on. Next is the New Zealand. And this, I'm not crazy about the loops. I don't know what to do about it, because as you know, I did all the first 3 rows were done, the zigzag row plus the first 3 were done at tension 0. And yeah, not crazy about those loops. All right, so that's New Zealand. And then here is the steamed broken toe cast on. Looks a lot like the Australian, I think. It's kind of got that same sturdy edge or stable edge. So there you go. The 2 that we demonstrated, Australian and New Zealand, and then just for comparison, the broken toe.